Hi, this is Matt with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we'll be showing you how to repair your appliance. Remember, anytime you work on an appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. Also make sure you turn off your hot and cold water supplies. In this video we're going to show you how to change out the Whirlpool washer tub to pump hose. It's going to be a very easy repair and should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can click on the link below or get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. When you open up the package, you're going to get the new tub to pump hose. The tub to pump hose goes from the bottom of the tub over to the water pump. It also connects to the air chamber. The main reason you'll be changing it out is if it has a hole in it and you're getting water leaking on the floor. In order to get to the part, we have to take off the lower access panel. We're going to use a 1/4-inch nut driver to take the screws out. Once you have the screws out, you can lift the panel off and set it aside. Now that we have the access panel off, we can change the tub to pump hose. It's located right here. It goes from the water pump up to the bottom of the tub. First thing we're going to do is put a towel down to catch any water that may come out. And then we have to remove these two clamps, one that's on the water pump and one on the tub. We're going to use small pliers to take the one off the water pump. All you have to do is compress these and then take the hoses off. We're going to use the bigger pliers to take off the big clamp. Now that we have the tub to pump hose off the tub, we can reach up and disconnect the water level pressure switch hose from the air chamber. The hose can be on the air chamber pretty tight, so we're going to reach in with a small flathead screwdriver to help take it off. You don't want to pull on the hose or damage it. Once you have it disconnected from the air chamber, you can pull the tub to pump hose out. You can also pull the towel out and set them aside. Here's the old tub to pump hose next to the new one. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. Before we put the new tub to pump hose in, we have to swap everything out from the old one. So we're going to take the ball out first. We got it wet to make it easier to slide in and out. Same thing with the air chamber, and when you're putting the new hose onto the tub fittings, you can get all that stuff wet to make it easier to slide in and out. Once you have it out of the old one, you can slide it into the new one. If there's any dirt or anything before you put it in there, you can clean it up. Next, we're going to remove the air chamber. It's got a zip tie with some foam around it. So we're going to take our wire cutters and cut the zip tie off. Once you have it off, you can carefully peel the foam off. Once you have the foam off, you can set it aside, and then we're going to use a small flathead screwdriver to help get the hose off the air dome. Once you have it off, you can swap it into the new one. And then we're going to wrap the foam around it. And put a new zip tie on. Once you have the zip tie in, you can cut off the excess. And then we're going to swap the clamps over. We're going to do the small one first. You want to remember where the part that you grab is. This is the mounting tab that goes at 12 o'clock, so you want to make sure it's off to the side so you can reach it with the pliers later. Same thing with the big clamp. It's located right here by this arrow that has to be lined up with the arrow on the tub. So we're going to use our large pliers to compress it and swap it over to the new one. Once you have the clamp swapped over, we can put the new tub to pump hose into the washer. To put the new tub to pump hose in, we're just going to carefully feed it in so we can hook up the hose to the air chamber. We're just going to reach up and grab the hose, and you want to be careful that you don't pull on this. You don't want to damage it or disconnect it from the air pressure switch. You're going to have to carefully feed the air chamber up there and get the hose seated on there. Once you have the hose seated all the way onto the air chamber, we can swing the hose over and connect it to the tub. We're going to have to reach in and compress this clamp so we can fit the hose up over the fitting. We got it wet to make the hose slide on easier. We just need to come in here with the large pliers and compress the clamp so we can slide it up over the fitting. Once you have the tub to pump hose pushed all the way up onto the fitting, you can let go of the clamp, and you want to make sure that the little arrow on the hose lines up with the arrow on the tub. Once you have that lined up, we can connect the tub to pump hose to the drain pump. To hook the hose up to the pump, all we have to do is line it up and slide it on. If yours is hard to go on, you can get it wet, just like the other fittings. And you want to push it in until it bottoms out at the pump right here. And you want to make sure that the tab right here is lined up with the arrow. Once you have it in place and lined up, we can grab our pliers and compress the clamp and move it up so we get a good seal. Once you have the clamp in position, you can let it go, and then we can put the access panel back onto the washer. In order to put the front access panel on, there's a couple pegs that you have to line up with the frame. Once you have them lined up, you can lift it up into place, and then we can use the 1/4-inch nut driver to put the screws in. Now that we have the washer put back together, you can plug it back in, turn the water back on, and take it for a spin. Thanks for joining us for another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. Check out our other repair videos on our site, Facebook, and YouTube.